Hi everybody, it's Jenna from Jenna's Stitches. I'm coming to you today to show you my weekly progress. Oh, that might be a good name for the videos. My weekly progress report. Hi Lucy. I have a couple finishes, a couple new starts, and some progress to show you guys today. So I will go ahead and do that. Welcome to all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate it. That's my cat Lucifer back there. If you guys have watched all my videos, my very first short I ever made was of him in my yarn basket playing with some yarn. And he was very, very tiny then, and now he's not. He got big very fast. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the half moon crescent shawl. I don't know if that's the name of it, but it's by Carrie Penny, the Happy Crafty Homemaker. I used this to do a yarn review on the new Karen Colorama Halos, and I showed it then, but I did finish it. So there is the full cake of the Colorama. I know I said in the yarn review that I wasn't really happy with the yarn, and it wasn't as soft as I thought it would be, but honestly, the more I worked with it, the more it softened up. I can still feel a little bit of scratch in it if you press down really hard, but if you're just going like this softly, it's soft. It smells like the lotion I was using, and I don't know if maybe the lotion softened it up. I don't even know if that's possible. But it definitely feels softer than when I first started. So there is the ombre in it. My only complaint is this is entire halo, or ogo. That was the word I was looking for. This is the entire ogo from start to finish. All I had left was this much, and it wasn't even enough to do a full row. And I would have liked to see more light colors in it. So it has a really nice progression. The ombre effect is beautiful, but that's the only light part. So I would have liked to see more of that. But overall, I like it. It's a really nice shawl. It's, like I said in my yarn review, it's my go-to shawl pattern. I love it. It's simple, and they come out beautifully. And I think I do like the yarn a little bit more now. Definitely still not one of my favorites, but it was very nice to work with. It glides through hooks like butter. It's frogs very nicely. The only thing is it's a little bit scratchy, and that's kind of upsetting. But other than that, I do like the yarn. Again, not gonna ever be one of my favorites. I bought 4 the day I bought that one, and I probably won't buy any more, to be honest, though I really want the purple and the yellow one. They're very pretty, so maybe, but I doubt it. We'll see. But I do like it more than I did during the yarn review video. I do have to say that. So that is the first finished project. The second one, I don't think I was finished with during my last update video. I think I started it though, and that is the bee gnome. I believe I just had his body started. I should have went back and watched it before I started filming, but so I did finish this last weekend, and I believe I finished it the day I filmed my wrap up, but I know I finished it pretty late at night, so that's why I'm thinking I didn't show it. So there is this. I made this one with worsted weight yarn. It's a mix of things. The black and white is Big Twist, and the yellow I believe is Craft Smart or Value something from Michaels, whatever their value yarn is. And the nose is made out of the Yarn ID from Hobby Lobby that I showed in my last Hobby Lobby haul. And that is definitely the softest of them all. I really like that yarn. But there is my bee gnome. He is on my Etsy shop for anybody if they would like to purchase it. Other than that, he's just gonna sit around the house. I mean, I love it. I wouldn't mind keeping it, but I have enough stuff laying around my house. The next finish I had finished before my last video, but I couldn't find it when I recorded, so I said that I would show it when I found it, and that is the knitted hat I made out of Premier Bloom Chunky yarn. I don't remember what the name of this colorway is, but I did knit it. I don't follow a pattern when I knit hats. I used to follow the Ross hat pattern, but I kind of know what it is now, and I kind of just do my own thing when I decrease, and honestly, the decreasing came out okay. There's a couple spots where it's a little messy, like right there, but it honestly looks worse on the camera than it does in person. And this is going to be for the cancer patients that me and a few people I work with are doing. We're sending hats to Roswell Cancer Institute in Buffalo, New York. So every couple months we are giving hats to a coworker of mine, and she's getting them mailed out. So I think I have like 6 or 7 now, and there is one of them, and this yarn is just awesome. I know everybody has seen it before, but I just love that part of it. It's so cool. So there's that. I keep saying a lot. I apologize. I don't know why. The next thing I'll show you is work in progress, and this is my husband's Mosaic Blanket I've been working on. It's the Casablanca by Tina. I will link that down below, as well as Carrie Penny's tutorial for the half moon shawl, crescent shawl. I don't know. Oh, and before I forget, the bee gnome is a paid for pattern on Etsy by Muffy Corn. I believe when I talked about the gnomes last time, I was saying Miffy Corn. I don't know why. It definitely is Muffy Corn, and I knew that. I don't know why I was pronouncing it wrong. But those are paid to patterns from Etsy. I can link those down below as well. But I will link the pattern for this, which is my husband's Mosaic Blanket, which is upside down. I got a lot of progress on it done since I last showed it. So there is what I have so far. So I believe the last time I showed it, I don't know where the stitch marker is. I know it's in there somewhere. Okay, give me a second. Oh, there it is. So I don't think I moved it last time because it's way down here, but I know I did get quite a bit done. I think it was more like up here. Hold on one second, guys. My son wants some juice.
But
So he is very, very sleepy right now. He took his nighttime medicine because the only way my child will sleep is if we give him medicine. I don't know if I've ever mentioned, my younger one has very severe ADHD, and because of that, if he doesn't take medicine at night, he will not sleep. So he took it about an hour ago, and I can tell he's probably gonna drink this and pass out. So there you go, buddy. Sorry about the interruption, but there's the blanket again. I do feel like it's coming along well. I'm sorry, I just kicked my tripod. And I worked on quite a bit of it last week. I felt for a while like I was getting kind of bored with it, and it's nothing with the pattern, nothing with the yarn. I think anytime I work on really big patterns, blankets specifically, I do get kind of bored. I don't like working on the same project all the time. That's why I constantly have multiple projects going. But something sparked my love in it again. I worked on this like 2 days in a row, almost all day, and got about 10 rows done. I guess it's not that much, but it seemed like it. And also I had switched to, you got it? Sorry. I had switched to a Furls Odyssey with it. I was using a Furls Streamline in a size G. If you watched one of my shorts, my size G, Maverick, please, did break, and they did replace it for me, and then the second one broke. And I'm kind of done with Streamlines at this point. I can't say forever because I do love them and I like having them in my collection, but as far as working with them, I don't know if I'm going to unless they're bigger ones. That is the third G I've had that broke. The second one I received that broke was my fault. It dropped onto the floor about, it wasn't even a few inches. Hi, Mary. And it broke, which is my fault. But they're also just, the smaller ones are way too fragile for me. I'm not that careful with things. If it can't fall a couple inches and survive, then I don't know if I want to use it because they cost a lot of money. So the thicker ones seem to be a lot more sturdier. Obviously there's more resin there, so they're going to be sturdier. So I think for now I'm going to stay with the Odysseys for smaller yarn projects. And I also found once I switched over to the Odyssey that I was crocheting faster with this blanket, and I'm not sure why. I didn't really feel like I had any issues crocheting with the Streamline, but once I switched over to the Odyssey, I was like flying through it. And for everybody who gave me suggestions on the end of the blanket, because it, well, you can't tell with the way I just folded it, you can kind of tell, like, this side sticks out a little bit more, and it is completely folded right in half. I think the problem is I have switched hooks throughout this project. There you can kind of see it too, so it's folded in half and it's just not straight. And I think that's what the problem is. I have gone between a Streamline to an Odyssey, and I think I used two different size Odysseys, to be honest. Which, once the blanket's done, and the border's on, yes, you'll still notice it, but when you're using it, it's not going to be that noticeable. It will only be noticeable when it's folded up. So I'm not really that worried about it, but I do want to figure out how I can fix it, because the same thing happened to me with the last Mosaic blanket I made, and someone had suggested to use stitch markers. I know my count is right. I'm going to try the stitch marker thing at the end, but I know the count is right. I know I'm hitting that last stitch, and they're still ending up crooked. So I want to figure out why, and I want to fix it, but I think the reason why this one specifically is crooked is because I was using different hooks. So there's the progress on that. I haven't picked it up in a few days. I've been working on some other stuff, but like I said, I am enjoying working on it again. It seems like every 10 to 15 rows, I get ready to work on something else. So I think once I finish one or two projects that I have started right now, I'll go back to it. And the next one I have started is another shawl for the Creator Spotlight that Erin from Crafting Kitty is doing. I did show this one yesterday on a little short video I did, just kind of popping in and saying hi. So you've probably seen it, but I did make some progress on it after I made that video. This is the Bird of the Night Shawl by Crystal at Bag O' Day. That is what I have so far. I believe when I showed it yesterday, I was just into the red, or maybe just into the orange. What? Okay. So there is what I have so far. I just started the green last night, and then I set it down for the night. Very fun pattern. Oh, it's backwards. If I could show you guys the back posts that stick out there. There you go. You can see it more. I really enjoy working on it. I think I said it yesterday, but it is very, very similar to the Virus Shawl, which I've made many of. The only difference is this row right here is done in back posts, double crochets, and in the Virus Shawl it's not. So there's that. This yarn is Butterfly by Hobby, however you want to say it. So I have the green to go, which at this point I think will make one repeat. Seems to be, once it's getting bigger, that's what it's going to look like. And then I have a light blue, and then it will end off with this dark blue. So same thing I mentioned yesterday, I wasn't really feeling the blue up there. I think I should have started with the yellow, but now that I see that I will end with the dark blue, I think it will be okay. I think it will look really good, and I know a couple people had said, you know, once it's completed, the blue will look fine. But very, very pretty. I love the pattern, and I love doing the pattern with this yarn, even folded in half. It's just really pretty. I am color controlling it, and my cat's got a hold of the ball, so that should be fun. And the very last start I just started a few hours ago, is another gnome, and so far I only have the hat done and stuffed very poorly. I had it all fixed and nice. It must have shifted when I set it down. But there is the hat for the next gnome I'm making. This one is going to be a ladybug gnome, so I anticipate on having it done tomorrow. We'll see. I don't know what I'm going to work on for the rest of the night. Probably this. I'm horrible at stuffing things. I really got to figure out a better way to do it, because I always have this issue with like lumpiness. So there's that. I think I'll probably just work on that for the rest of the night. And I'm going to take the Bird of the Night shawl to work with me tomorrow. I do have to be in the office all week. So once I finish that shawl, can you please... Oh. Here you go. Sorry, he wanted the kitty. Once I finish the Bird of the Night shawl, which I probably will finish tomorrow, I will have to find something else kind of small to go with me to work for the week. I'll probably start another shawl or something. I really enjoyed making the Love of My Life shawl that I showed in my last wrap-up video, so I think I might make another one of those. But yeah, that's everything I have here. No, I didn't forget anything. So thank you for watching. I am going to make a video this week. I know I've said it a few times, but I promise you it will be out this week, of all the blankets that I have made in the past. I have tons of blankets put away that I've crocheted, so I would really like to show those. So I'm hoping, no, I said I promise. I promise you it will get out this week. But that's all I have. So I'm going to go this time. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for subscribing. And if you could like, comment, and share, I would really appreciate that. But thank you so much for all the support I've been getting. I really appreciate it. And I will talk to you all next time. Bye.